Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Goodness Gracious Podcast, Season 42, Episode 7. We got to talk about Brian Mcknight, y'all. Brian Mcknight is out here acting up. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's out here calling his biological children a product of sin. And I'm like, who calls their children that? So what had happened was someone by the name of Carl Jackson came on his Instagram page, or they were doing some Q&A or something, and the person left a comment. The ones that keep saying, what about his other children? Some families are pure evil and can influence your own children. Nothing makes people more angered than a man who found peace with another woman. That shows love and affection and peace. I'm so happy for Brian and his family. Jesus said those who act in love are his family, and I believe that. Blood ain't thicker than love. So he just loved that comment from Carl Jackson. In fact, he loved it so much that he answered to it. Okay, so this is what Brian Mcknight had to say about the dude Carl Jackson comment.
So lastly this week, I want to big up my man right here. See, he gets it. In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related. We want everyone to live a life that you love. Our hashtag, that's what it means. Hashtag I love our life. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of all that evil and negativity. There's so many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity, a positivity platform. So hopefully, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments. But we'll see. We'll see you next week.
That is so stupid. If you're in a place of positivity, then why are you speaking negatively about your children? How are your children the product of sin? And you helped created those children, so you're a part of that product that was created, which makes you the reason why they are products of sin, because your wife could, or your ex-wife or whatever, could not create those children by herself. So you sound like a big fool. Oh my God, let's read some more. I'm going to read this article from Atlanta Black Star, okay, because this is about his daughter Julia, because someone also asked him in that Instagram post about his daughter Julia. So I'm going to read this first and then I'm going to play his response. Okay, singer Brian Mcknight is trending on social media after doting on his new family while saying that his older children born out of wedlock were products of sin. Each week, the songwriter, who raised Seventh-day Adventist, engages with people on social media in a live session titled Weekly Replies. After praising his stepdaughter Julia as his only daughter on the series and stating how she deserves honor because she respects her parents, Mcknight found himself embroiled in the comment section of the video, defending his decision to disown his older children, whom he considers an abomination to him. In the video, he was asked, "You have a daughter. I wonder how this post makes her feel." On person on TikTok, a person on TikTok asked him. His reply was smug, saying she feels great. Julia understands the scriptures, Exodus 20:12, where it says, and I quote, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." Adding, she honors us, and in turn we honor her because she knows how proud of her, before stating that one has to get rid of the evil and negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related to them. Under the post, someone wrote, "The same God that said, 'Honor your father and mother,' also said, 'Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him, and train up a child in the way he should go, and when it is older, it will not depart from it." Okay. Let me play what he said about the daughter. But this man is nasty work. Okay. Here's what he had to say about the stepdaughter.
So look, here's another somebody asking about my one and only daughter, Julia, asking about how she feels about a post about her graduation. Well, how do you think she feels? She feels great. See, Julia understands the scriptures. Exodus 20:12, where it says, and I quote, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." See, she honors us, and in turn we honor her because she knows how proud of her we are. And here's something, if you're going to leave snide comments, at least allow us to tag you when we reply. It's so cowardly, but I guess that's to be expected. So how does she feel? She feels great. Thanks.
So this is my take on the whole thing. This is what I feel. I feel like Brian McKnight does not like himself as a black person. I feel like he feels like he's trying to erase that the black part of him, that, you know, the black children that he created with the black wife or the black baby mama, whatever you want to call her. And he feels like taking on this new woman who's non-black and her children from her previous relationship or whatever. He feels that is going to justify and make him a new man. No, you was a black man with this black woman, and if you think disowning your children and getting on Instagram and saying these awful things about them is making you look good, I question the new wife that lays down beside you and is just okay with you saying you disown your children, they're product of sin. Because if you're saying your children are product of sin, you created those kids. So as his new wife, I would be like, wait a minute. If you're saying those children are sin, what about the one we have together, the one that I have with you? Because I didn't create this baby by myself. I created it with you. And you're saying your first set of children are product of sin? If I was that new wife, I would take my kid and get the hell on, and my stepchildren. Because Brian McKnight is showing something that I don't really like, and it's kind of like making me just give him that side eye to the point where it's like, is everything all right with you, bro? Because are you out here trying to deny? You're not only denying your black children, but to me it sounds like he's denying, like he doesn't see a black man when he look in the mirror. It's like, dude, you a black man, you had black children, you just with a non-black woman, like, and you can't compare the two. You know what I'm saying? Just because your older kids didn't listen to you or whatever, didn't do what you wanted them to do, that don't give you grounds to disown them. You sound insane. You sound like a person that's not well, okay? And you having these they're saying, let me go back to the article. They're saying that he has these these church, what do they call it again? Because I'm a Catholic. He has these wait a minute. I wanna get to the right thing. He has these kind of like he quotes from the Bible. So if you're quoting from the Bible, there are quotes in there that tells you about a child and the upbringing of a child. And it's just that I hate when people bring God in it. It's like, don't bring God in your foolery to justify your horrible, nasty, disgusting behavior, the way that you are treating your children, okay? Someone said, the fans immediately took to social media, and this is what a few people said about Brian McKnight in this whole video. Someone said, your children are a reflection of the work and the prayers and the spirituality and moral compass that parents put into kids. The person adds, before reminding the back at one singer, you disown kids that you created, and you are also against God. But judgment day is between you and your maker. McKnight hopped swiftly, replied with a enumerated read, writing, one, God wasn't talking about children. No, God wasn't taken about children that are the product of sin, which these are. 2, I didn't raise them, their mothers did. 3, know the whole story before quoting the Bible. 4, take your inaccurate negativity off my page and try being happy. That's not no person who's practicing no faith. People who have God in their life, when you have God in your life, like when you truly have God in your life, it leads you to a place of forgiveness. And how can you be preaching about the Lord and God and you can't even forgive your children, and you can't even, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you your lines are crossed up, Brian. So fans immediately took to social media to drag him, with one person saying, this is very nasty work. My goodness, what in the blasphemous bad father hell? Another person said, Brian McKnight is just generally a bad person, bro. He could be like every other deadbeat and just ignore them kids, but he always got to be an extra evil about it. They continue in another post writing, I didn't abandon my children. They were a product of sin. So Jesus said they don't count as children. It's just an egregious position to take. Ain't no way this man really believes that. I don't know what he believes. He's giving me, we need to take his black card away, because why do he still have it? Someone said if you see his second set of kids, you'll see why he hates his older kids. An ex-user noted, adding, he's been liking this for a long time now. In response, Mcknight calling Julia his only daughter. One woman said, you're in denial, sweet. Your one and only daughter is Brianna. No matter how many times you try to deny it, it's still Brianna. Yeah, he's trying to own his wife's daughter. Her name is Julia. And he's trying to act like he don't have a daughter by the name of Brianna. Ciao. Someone said the individual you speak of, Brianna, is illegitimate and I don't acknowledge her. Oh, this is what he said. The individual you speak of, Brianna, is illegitimate. Oh, God, he's nasty. And I don't acknowledge her existence. The singer replied, she is definitely not my daughter. Thanks for letting me make that clear again. Wow. Wow. So this is Brian McKnight. This is what Brian McKnight said about his daughter. I took this screenshot. I hate this man so much. Oh, someone was in the comments and they said denials of bro. Okay, this is when he was talking about his daughter being illegitimate, and she doesn't exist. This man is awful. Oh my God, this man is awful. McKnight's ex Patricia Driver is the mother of his firstborn daughter Brianna, who sued him in 2021 for defamation, invasion of privacy after alleging she had an inappropriate relationship with a family member. In her amended complaint, Brianna accused her father of not making payments owed toward a $1 million insurance policy. The case was settled in 2023. Brianna and her two older brothers, Brian Jr. and Nico, have each described acts of being abandoned by their father as children and adults. However, the One Last Cry singer has denied their claims, sending love to Brian Jr., Nico, and Brianna. It's bad enough having a deadbeat dad, but to have him year after year proclaim with his whole chest that he disowns them while simultaneously gaslighting them on social media. Truly the most insecure, toxic, and pathetic man around, wrote one empathetic fan on X. Yeah, he's pathetic. He's sad, and it's like, what happened? How did he get here? Why is he like this? Another added he's ruining his legacy. In 2023, McKnight has two families and two juniors within the fold. The first is Brian Kelly McKnight Jr., the offspring from his relationship with his college sweetheart, Julie McKnight. After divorcing Julie in 2003, McKnight married his current spouse, Dr. Leilani Malia Mendoza, in 2017. As a testament of his new love and devotion to her, he took on her family's name. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you seriously? Serious? Legally changing his to Brian Kanoa Makoa McKnight to match the name of their youngest son. Child. So proud to introduce our son Brian Kanoa Makoa Jr. to the world with the release of my new album, Lovely. I ain't even reading about no damn new album. I don't give a crap. So let's get into some of the comments, because his the mother of his children, his first children, she responded back, and also his son had something to say about it too. So we're going to head on over to the shade room, okay? Let's see what the son had to say about it. Okay, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to play what his the ex-wife, Cherie, had to say. And she pretty much was classy with her clapback. She didn't say anything like, she didn't name him. She just, let's listen.
How I strive to live within a space of positivity. I try daily to make a conscious effort to remain in that space because outside of that isn't a happy place to be. Physically, mentally, spiritually, it's better for me to be in a space where I make sure that the joy is what's around me, because I have so much to be thankful for, so many things that I'm grateful for. And I know the way the devil works, and I know that in those times where blessings are bountiful, he likes to creep in, and he likes to use things that he feels will touch parts of you to bring you out of a space where your energy is brought to a lower vibration, lower level, because then you're no longer able to continue on a path where you are okay. That day and that time and that moment and in those seconds, it will and has been and will forever be in reference to my children. As I'm sure most mamas are, as I'm sure most daddies are. And at some point, it's just enough. It's just enough, and it has to be clear that, and hopefully it can help some other folk who might be dealing with situations where there's a constant gnaw of ridiculousness that's trying to get its way, almost like a rat that knows there's food on the other side that will nourish every part of them because they're not getting it. And with this situation, it's attention. So that rat just keeps digging and it keeps digging, and it chews through wires and it chews through holes in any way it can find an end to hopefully get into your space, snatch everything so you can go running through the house and try to hit it with a broom. That's what their intent is. I want you, just as I daily am trying my best to do, is to find those spaces where you don't allow that into your space. And I know there's some that's going to say, well, you're addressing it now. Why? Because he said something about you. The things that have been said about me, you would not believe. The things that could be said. The point of it is nothing. I don't want to draw attention to anything. And if I ever do, it is only to help if there's someone who's in a situation who feels like they're being just pushed, prodded, probed. This is that type of situation where everything, of course, in me wants to run amok through every street in this city and that city and the other city, and that would do what? The point at the end of every negative situation, whether it's an illness, whether it's a fool that you have to deal with because they keep entering your life when you are no longer giving any more energy to it. It's to only keep you down to where they thought they had you because they knew that they were the author of an extremely abusive situation, emotionally, mentally. And they're no good at not being the center of that attention anymore. So when everybody pulls that away, it's like a kid who throws a tantrum. I'm going to do more. I'm going to raise up. My voice is going to get louder until I end up on the ground kicking and screaming. And then I'm going to show you that, I got you. No. You continue to stay in that space that keeps you cool. And I'm telling you this from experience because this is a time where I do understand that things can hit here. And at this point, on a day like today, it's here. So it's beneficial to kind of bring it in a space that makes sense again. I am so proud to have raised these men that God allowed me Me, knowing that I wouldn't get everything right. But he allowed me to raise them, and he allowed us to be in a space where, yes, I did have the helms to raise them predominantly on my own, with the help of my family, with the help of my friends, with the help of my community. I'm so glad we had that tribe, and I want others to feel that, and that's what we're here to do. We're not here to gossip. We're not here to keep things rolling and keep things a mess. We're not. And that has been made clear by the fact that you just really haven't heard much, have you? And that's okay. My life, and the life I want all of us to be welcomed in, and the life I want all of us to share, is as simple for me as sitting in front of my rose bushes, going in the house, eat a piece of salmon and some broccoli.
Okay. So that was Brian Mcknight's ex-wife. She shared her testaments or sentiments about his video and his thing, him calling their children they had together product of sin. She was reading him nicely. He called her kids product of sin. She called him a rat. She said that he's doing this for attention, and I believe her. She said it's too quiet, and so you gotta poke and gnaw to poke the bear. Because why are you still talking about your children that you disowned? Like, we get it, we got it. In 2023, you told us, we know. And it seemed like you just, and I know that the comment, the Instagram comment is what he was, he responded back to. But you could have responded back to so many other comments on that in that moment, but you chose that one, and I agree with her. If you're so damn happy with your new life and your new wife and your new family, then go on and be happy. You don't have to bash the old family and the ex-wife. Why? It's 2024, Brian Mcknight. You got your new family. Enjoy your new family. Leave these people alone, the ones that you disown. I mean, I get what she's trying to say. Why are you doing this all over again? We've been through this. We've been down this road before. You said you disowned these black children. So so why are we talking about these black children again? Someone said he called her children a sin and she called him a rat. Seems fair to me. Someone else said the grace that this woman carries displays the Spirit of God all over her. Her children shall continue to be covered because she is covered. Someone else said, I aspire to be this calm when people play in my face. Yeah, me too, because I would have read him down, honey. Okay. Someone said, this sister is sisterin. The eloquence she exhibits speaks bountiful of her character. Say less. Someone else said, any woman who names their baby Brian Jr. when their daddy already has a Brian Jr. is delusional. Because what? Oh, yeah. But that's between him and his wife. Someone else said his current wife better understand this is the type of behavior she's subjected to if things are to go south. Yeah, he's showing you who he are. So you better keep your eye, woman, out on what this man is doing. Because if he's treating that woman, that ex-wife, and those children like that, if you and him fall out, child, Someone said, that's my mama. I guess that's one of the kids in the comment. Someone said, Brian Mcknight is nasty work. They could never make me like you. Okay. The irony is he made such beautiful love music, but I mean, the devil was a good musician too. Huh? Someone said he ain't got to worry about me adding a dime to his wealth. I'll tell y'all that. I don't care if he's playing on the radio for free. I'll break my finger trying to turn it off. I'll leave a grocery store empty-handed if they playing his song. This is disgustingly embarrassing and disrespectful to women of color and his children. Amen. So one of his sons, 50 Clicks, got into the comments and he said, I'm evil? ? That's wild. The guy who used to make me clean his used condoms out his bathroom at 15 before Lisa got home is calling me evil for sure. Someone also said at 50 Clicks, the guy who forged 6 on our names is calling us evil. So let's read some more comments from the Shade Room. Someone said, I can't believe I walked down the aisle to this music. This clown music adds this list to the list of reasons why I'm divorced. Oh no, not because she played Brian McKnight's song at her wedding. Someone else said, gotta remove Brian McKnight music from my playlist because he lost it. Yep. Someone said, cancel Brian, or is he already canceled because he's the problem? Someone said, this man sings classy love songs but lives the life of the ghetto, the most ghetto rap lyrics in history. I keep saying, I don't even understand why y'all still putting him in black spaces, okay? I feel like his black card should be revoked, declined, snatched, taken away. Brian McKnight, you are nasty work, honey. And you could do whatever you want. You could try to disown your children. You could try to talk down about your black wife and act like you don't have black children. But baby, you can't get rid of that black skin on that body, because when you look in the mirror, that is a black man who created black children with a black woman. And facts, it's facts on facts on facts. Y'all, this is the Goodness Gracious Podcast. Bye.